Hey everyone, J-Rod Plays here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Just as an update to my prior video, I wanted to go over some information that we found that's actually going to help you guys with the drop chances. And my initial suspicion was that Bungie had somehow increased the drop chances, because making it worse, we were having like 27 to 30 run times before getting prime engrams. It was discovered that there may be a reason behind this, and it wasn't communicated to us by Bungie in the Twit or anywhere else. And based off of this may actually help a lot of people get through their 400 to 450 grind if you continue to do so a lot quicker. So in my last video, I discovered that, of course, the A rank didn't really matter. So everybody was running B rank, and B rank will allow you to run quicker. So as long as you're running like a B plus rank, you're going to get drops just fine. You're going to get the bonus drop. You're going to get the tier 4 or 5 drops, depending on where you're at in your power. And that's a much faster and more efficient way to get high tier gear. With Solstice, as you can see now, I'm kitted out in tier 5 gear. It's raining. Like literally my vault is full, and this is my new vault, the Postmaster, and this is my most recent drop that I got, this EoF Char, which was my most recent prime. And the difference in now running what I'm running now and what I was running before is I was running 27 runs, 30 runs, maybe 22, and that was getting finally a prime. Now that actually changed. My most recent runs that I tracked were 6, 8, 9, and 7 between prime engrams. So that's a huge difference. That cut it in more than half. And what the change was is I was running a build, if you guys noticed in my prior video, with Getaway Artist. It was my favorite prismatic build. It's high survivability, it does a lot of damage, and it's really good. It kind of puts you on autopilot, lets you just run through stuff while your arc buddy cleans everything up and you just kill what you need to or do the objectives. Now what I found based on my research, and also I want to call out Chalvo91 too, he was the video that actually kind of tipped me off to this. He started talking about how he was struggling as well, the same, having these long times, and he made a quick switch that made the difference. And then I looked, and I kind of looked at other places where people were talking about primes, Reddit and things like that, and they also confirmed the suspicion was that the new gear has a secret bonus for primes, and it doesn't tell you that anywhere. Again, Bungie hasn't told us anything, but the moment that I switched from a Getaway Artist build to a Unoya build, I was starting to get these drops again at 6, 8, 9, and 7, and it's consistent. So it wasn't just like one time or one thing, and it wasn't that big of a deal, because after switching this build, I found that they either tweaked it a little bit when it comes to the tracking, or maybe I just didn't give it enough time when I first started playing with it, because the tracking on the Helion is like way better than it used to be. Normally you would pop a Helion and then the Unoya would like send out its fragments and they would just kind of land wherever. Now they seem to be pretty aggressively tracking things. So I don't know if it's a change that was made with the recent patch on this last Thursday, but the Unoya builds feel much better. And so now I'm not so much bummed, because now my build is very similar to my Getaway Artist build. I still pop a buddy. In this case, instead of an arc buddy, it's a solar buddy, and they go out and they start tearing through things at a distance while I use my other abilities to do so as well. And my further suspicion is that it's really just armor that does it, because I was also running a machine gun. I was running the Eminence, and the Eminence is not a seasonal weapon, and I switched to the Quanilus, I guess is how it's called, because it's a seasonal weapon, and I didn't feel any difference. I was still getting them pretty quickly. So it's something I noticed after getting in my 8th time, and then I was almost on my 9th time and I made the switch, and then the next one was 7, so maybe it speeded up slightly. But the biggest difference was the armor. Having all 5 armor pieces that are of the season is going to make that big prime difference for you guys. And I don't know how Bungie kind of have something in the game and not communicate it to its players, especially when it's like a big time difference. Like, I mean, obviously, if you want to look at it at the most cynical version, it's they didn't say anything because they wanted more engagement in the game. They wanted players playing longer. But after all the backlash, you would think that that would kind of override that idea if that was true, and then they would say, hey, let's tell these guys that if you wear the new armor, there is a bonus to prime loot, so that way that'll help cut down your time without having to really change anything and talk about more rewards. You already get more rewards, you just have to engage in the new system. So it is what it is. Again, I just wanted to make that quick update video for everybody who is struggling and doing what I was doing and hitting 30 runs, 27 runs, 25 runs, 26 runs between getting any of these upgrades, and now it'll be, from what I've seen, less than 10, which is awesome. So I hope this helps you guys. Again, shout out to Chiablo, who tipped me off to this initially when I was checking out some of his stuff. And again, the community and people in the comments as well are confirming that that is the case. Reddit online as well too. But if you have any additional questions, or if something's up with your build and you can't figure it out, why it's not working, just leave me a comment below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.